Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. I hope everyone's having a great Thursday. I woke up this morning a little sleepy, but I was jarred awake when I looked at jet tip because I hear an echo. Am I hearing an echo? Because we are expecting an Antonov. Yes, I am hearing an echo. I think I know what the echo is. We'll fix that in a minute. We are expecting an Antonov An-124 today. So if anybody knows what that is, you'll know why I'm excited. It's supposed to be in about 9 o'clock. So that is why we made a slight deviation. We were going to be down at the parking lot this morning, but with the Antonov coming in, we're up here because we're in normal operations right now. So my gut feeling is the Antonov will come in on 8 left because there's a bunch of taxiways over on 8 right closed. So hopefully my gut feeling works out. We'll find out about 9 o'clock. Last time I saw it was supposed to be here at 9:03. We're going to disconnect that. That's where I'm getting the echo from. So while we're, before I forget, I don't want to forget these things. These things are very important to me. Jane Chu has been a member for 2 months. She's watching and lurking. Thank you very much for being a 717 member for 2 months. Hope we give you some cool stuff to watch today while you're lurking. This Hawaiian is heading off to Maui. Also like to thank David, our good friend David Zeiss. He's been at the 321 level for 13 months. Lucky number 13. So if you're morning to Planespot, I 100% agree. It is a amazing morning here this morning. Just a little cool, which is nice. Clouds, but not rain clouds. Lots of big, puffy, fluffy clouds. Good morning, O'Malley, Ms. Wolves. Good to see you both here. I saw somebody let me know that we're getting the Dreamliner today, the 3rd Hawaiian Dreamliner today, but I've scrolled past that message, and I do apologize, but we should be getting the newest Hawaiian Dreamliner today. Looks like our first heavy coming in from Asia, though, will be Zip Air. It's about 7 minutes out. Looks like it's about 10 miles off the west coast of the island. So that looks like that'll be our first one coming. We got a bunch following it. We also have an Air Canada that's going to pass right over our head. We're going to see if we can see that. It might be a little too far to the west. There's an Air Canada heading off to Sydney. And I'm hoping we can catch it in the air. We have this Atlas here. We also have another Atlas coming down. It'll be here in about a half an hour. Another Atlas Queen. We should have the Ghost, the Big U today. We should have the Ghost 747 from UPS, the Big U. That should be here. Closer to 9 o'clock. Yeah, I think Canada might be a little too far over. When it was farther out, it looked like it was going to come straight over us. But now that it's getting a little closer, it looks like it's going to go further, a little further west. So I don't think we'll see that overhead. It is at 31,000 feet, so it wouldn't have been a great shot anyway. But so let's see if we can get this working. A new little toy today. Not really new. I've been on YouTube for over almost 2 years now. I'm still learning new stuff every day, so learning. Said that weird, didn't I? I said learning weird, didn't I? All right. Okay, learning new stuff every day. I love to learn things. Morning, how are you? Yeah? Ooh, the sun is broken all the clouds. Look at that. We got Rainbow Love in the house. Hello, Rainbow Love. Triple mod action today. We have a triple threat mod and we have triple mods in the house. All right. Hello, Christine, Ron, Elise, Lisi. Fritz here and Mick T. I hope your pun gun is loaded this morning. Legalized Shemp in the house. One of my favorite YouTube names, Legalized Shemp. So that Zip Air is going way far south to be coming in on 8 left. So I wonder if that's going to come in on 4 right. They're really mixing me up here this week. I'm having a hard time reading the airport this week because they got all kinds of taxiways closed, and it's just making my brain hurt. So they're doing a lot of work on the other end of 4 left, 4 right. So there's a bunch of taxiways closed down there, and the other morning, you know how that was not a fun morning for the first hour because they were sending everything over here and we were down there. It was like they were playing an April Fool's joke on me. That Zip Air is going to come in 4 right. Morning, Alan, Adrian, Andrew. Good to see you here. Oh, we got Jen in the house. Hello, Jen. So let's So that last Hawaiian, just to get the bookkeeping in order, that last Hawaiian was heading off to Hilo. This here is a United that's pushed back. It's heading off to SFO. Oh, wait. This here is a United that's heading off to SFO. So according to FlightAware, that Antonov will still be here at 9:03 this morning. It's coming in from SFO. I don't know if this is the same one that's been hanging out at DFW the last couple days. Oh, we have Louie in the house. Hello, Louie. Hello, Keith. Good to see you all here. Got all the cool kids in the house this morning. This will disappear behind the hangars for a second, but we'll pick it up over here by the bread box. What did I mispronounce now? Come on, you can't make fun of me for that. That's my like biggest fear. That's the only reason when I started this channel, I didn't say anything the first couple shows because I was so paranoid scared of mispronouncing people's names. So please don't make fun of me for that. If I get your name wrong, it's not because I'm a jerk. It's because I'm a dyslexic jerk. This one I'll probably get right. The Mass Fokker is celebrating 1 month at the 717 level. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. On the left side of this picture now we have that United heading down. That's heading off to SFO. That's the one in the background there. So our A380 today, last I checked, it was coming in a little bit early, but not super early. It's still scheduled for 8:03, so that's a little bit early, about 27 minutes early. It's the blue one today, which is okay by me. Adrian, that's a good question. I actually don't know. I'd have to count them, and I don't know. Good morning. They used to have it very easy, where you could count all the gates, but now they do them in letter groups, so like E123, C123. It used to be all just numbers, so you could find the highest number gate and it would be correct, but I think there's 5 hard stands over to the right here. I think it's 5. And then there's, if you want to count the rest of the cargo, there's 5 for UPS and FedEx. And then I wouldn't even be able to count how many for the smaller stuff. But if you're just talking at the terminal, it's probably in the neighborhood of 20, more than 25. Okay, little quick Google. Oh, it's close. It says 6 hard stands and 54 jetway gates, according to the AI synopsis on Google. So, if you trust the AI overlord, then that'll work. Junko, I should be here unless something happens with the weather or something weird happens. I should still be here at noon. Lately, we've been waiting for the A380 to leave on Saturday, so that usually pushes back about 11:30. It's usually on the runway by 1/4 till, and by the time I stop babbling and rambling on, we're usually here till noon. So just remind me that day, because I have a memory like a goldfish. Hello, Kurt. Good to see you. So we have a Delta that's crossing over here, and looks like it's going to head over Bravo down to the reef runway. We have the United we saw a minute ago. It's almost at the end, so we'll catch its departure in just a second. The Delta is heading off to LA with the extra X. The United that we'll see next is SFO, and then they're in between the two. There's a Southwest heading off to Vegas. Hello, Fred. Good to see you. I am doing well today, and most of that is because we have an Antonov on the way here, and hopefully I chose the right location. I don't think they'll bring it in on the reef runway. It's just my gut feeling, because there's a lot of taxiways over there closed. I didn't go down there this morning to see if Romeo was closed by the cargo ramp as it was on Tuesday, but Hello, Josh. Good to see you. So this Southwest here is going to make some noise right over our head. It is going off to Maui, but it is taking off at about halfway down the runway, so should be nice and low over our head by the time it gets here. Yeah, Michael, we got it. 9:04. We should have the Antonov here. 9:03 maybe, somewhere in there. Hello, Kevin. How are you doing? They're about halfway down with the fence on both from that corner that they started on. They're about halfway down each side. So it's going to take them a while to finish, but at least I did some scouting last night. And hopefully, if everything stays like it is, it won't be that big of a deal if I just move further back in the parking lot, because there's an angle. The back of the parking lot is slightly higher than the front of the parking lot, so like I said, we were supposed to be down there this morning. That's where I had planned to be this morning. But we have an Antonov An-124 heading this way, and my gut feeling tells me it's going to land on 8 left. That Delta there was heading off to LA with the extra X. Thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate it. I think we're growing pretty steadily, I think, but thank you. That's the Atlas Air we're waiting on. It'll be here in just a few minutes.
Turn right, Charlie, taxi to Park, monitor down. Charlie, taxi, Park, monitor down.
Sorry about that. I was trying to get a drink of water. As you may have heard, my voice is doing what Kevin's did the last few days. Of course, mine is coming... Mine is because of the VOG. So here, you can see this, I'll show you a good view of it. See this haze here that's over the mountain. It's not fog, it's actually VOG, V-O-G. It's kind of like volcanic fog. So the volcano on the Big Island is going crazy right now. Madame Pele is putting on a really good show over there. And fortunately, that sends a lot of stuff into the air and gets blown this direction. And just kind of hangs out on the island with these when we have these low winds. So it is killing me right now. Alright, so it looks like that Atlas is going to either go, most likely go 8 left, so we'll follow that one. We do have a couple of Hawaiians heading out, one going off to Hilo, and then we have one going off to, well, that one just disappeared off my flight radar, so I don't know where that one's going. Gabriel in the house. Hello, Gabriel. This Hawaiian is heading off to Hilo. I think I mentioned that. While we're waiting on this, I'll show Fire Truck's message. Fire Truck 1988 says hopefully you can spot the 787 once it goes on to JFK Honolulu route. You could sometimes see that flight going over my head. That'll be cool. But Fire Truck's celebrating 13 months? 13 months with us here at the 321 level. Thank you very much. If you could see it, get a picture of it and post it on the Discord. Our good friend Ken C, a longtime member of the channel, sent a $10 super chat. Thank you very much, Ken. Aloha reverse option Honda headed to Tokyo, Osaka tomorrow. Oh, from LAX. Nice to see the cherry blossoms. I've always wanted to do that. Never had the opportunity. Going with the whole family. Some Planespotting has Haneda. I can't say that. In Singapore. Sorry, I can't say that. But have a great time. That sounds like an awesome trip. I've been trying to figure out how to get over to Tokyo and Osaka to do some plane spotting, but I haven't figured out a way to make it work yet. We need to get some of the Pink Floyd guys to tour in Japan is what probably needs to happen. But thank you, Ken. Appreciate it. Have a great time. They have a great, I don't know, they might not have it anymore. It's been almost 20 years since I was there. At Kansai in Osaka, outside Osaka, they have a really great, viewing platform on the top of one of the buildings. I hope they still have it. It was awesome. This is the 717 with the Moana 2 livery on it. Sticker. It's coming in from Kailua Kona. I spent a couple hours up there when I was in Japan. Oh, in 2006 I was there. So it's almost 20 years. So hopefully that viewing platform's still there because it was really cool. Unfortunately for me, I only got one picture from up there. I took one selfie from a tripod, and then as soon as I was done taking the selfie with the tripod, my camera blew off the tripod. The tripod blew over and it broke my camera. So I got no other pictures from up there. They're going to put this one right next to the other one.
Come off at 247, continue holding in position for traffic exiting downfield.
So this is a Atlas Air operated by Qantas. I don't know if we'll be able to see the Qantas name on the side. We'll see if we can zoom in there. Let's see if we can get the Qantas. There we go. Operated by Qantas Airways Limited. That United that was sneaking in the background there, if you saw that real quick, that's the Majuro flight. That's heading off to the reef runway. Oh, okay. Bummer. It'll still be a good trip, I think. Yeah, I went with a large group of people to Japan. Of my Hanai families, we were going over there for an anniversary of their church, so we went with a large group of people. So I didn't get a lot of input of where we went because I had to stay with the group. But the one thing I put my foot down is I wanted to make sure I was at Kansai. So they accommodated me with that, so that was very generous of them. We did a lot of cool stuff, don't get me wrong. Hello, Mason. Good to see you. Our good friend and local pyrotechnic expert, Gabriel, is celebrating 9 months. That's a 321 level. Says, wow, that was fast. Anyway, I hope you're having a great morning. It's almost the weekend. Thank you for the wonderful streams. You're quite welcome. It's going to be a good day, I think. I think it's going to be a good day today. And like it is very close to the weekend, so that's good. But thanks again, Gabriel. I appreciate it. This Hawaiian 717's heading off to Kailua Kona. They didn't put it right next to the other. That's close enough. I think we can get them both. Let's see if we can get them both. There we go. We can both in one shot. That one to Majuro's off. It's almost at the end of the runway. If you haven't heard me talk about this flight, it's pretty interesting. It's an island hopper that skips across about 5 different islands and atolls across the Pacific on the way to Guam. Stops in some pretty interesting places like Majuro and Kwajalein. And those places do not have the facilities to work on a 737, so they actually bring a mechanic and some extra parts with them. Yeah, Gabriel, that would be cool to have a roux on the side of that plane as opposed to the little thing on the front.
Charlie Golf, Kilo Golf November, you'll be departing runway 8 right, so there's a closure ahead of you, so we'll be taking you across here at midfield, and then via Bravo, Juliet, runway 8 right. Okay, gotcha. Right off Delta, cross 4 right, hold short 4 left, Kilo Golf November. United 154, contact departure. Charlie Golf, Kilo Golf November, taking you across runway 4 left of Delta, then taxi via Bravo, Juliet, runway 8 right. Okay, we'll continue across the 4 left, Delta, Bravo,
So the big U is slowed down a little bit. That's the all gray X Qatar livery 747. It'll be here, saying it'll be here at 9:54. But that's okay. I think if it gets here at 9:54, I think that might be just inside the cutoff zone. It's actually running a little late. It was supposed to be here at 6:30, so at 6:30 we would have completely missed it.
Hawaiian 156, runway 8 right, line of point. Line of point, Hawaiian 1. Tower up, clear 4 right, on Charlie, hold short of base. Up 560 to on runway 8 left at Charlie, hold short. You can cross runway 4 right, but hold short runway 4 left. Okay, proceed on to Charlie, cross 4 right, but hold short 4 left. That's something 99, power 799.
Sometimes I wish the ATC had a DVR function. I miss what they say sometimes, and I was like, I just need to hit the 15-second back button. Oh, is it Jen's school time? All right, we'll see you later, Jen. Teach the children well. That last Hawaiian was going off to Maui. We have a sky courier coming in. We'll see. It's kind of tiny, but we'll see if we can see it. Literally somewhere over the tails. There it is. This belongs to Lanai Air. You can book a normal ticket on that flight, or they'll give you a round trip ticket to Lanai if you book at the resort over there on Lanai. I heard it's somewhere around $5,000 a night, though, so good luck with that. Lanai Air did not have enough momentum to come down to see us, so we'll flip over here. This is Alaska. It's going to go out in a little while. We used to get Alaska 888 super early in the morning, right at 7. They bumped that back to 10:30, I think. So I don't think we'll see that in this show today. We do have an MD-11 that's been lit up on the cargo ramp. I wouldn't get excited about that. That came in right before the show started as I was setting up. So I don't think we're going to see that today. The ANA A380 is now just over the island of Kauai, so that's about 25 minutes out or so. As I mentioned earlier, it's the blue one today. Hello, Sherry. Good to see you. I don't remember seeing a time when this is going out, but there's a lot of activity going on around it. So hopefully we'll get that departure. It's an interesting plane next to the Hawaiian. Oh, I didn't even see that there. Let's see what that is. It kind of blended in over here, huh? Huh. I don't know what that is. Huh. Can anyone see that tailcoat on there? It's a little too small for me to see. Oh, thanks, John. So I can't see the tail number of this one, but hopefully some of you with your big 4K screens can. Not that I'm transmitting in 4K.
7672, contact departure 119.
Acropolis Aviation. Oh, that looks super fancy. So it looks like it's a for-hire jet. The funny thing I see, it's it lists the 12 hours range flying capacity. The passengers, it can have 19 passengers, but it only sleeps 17. So 2 of your friends can't sleep. So I have to rotate the bunks. The O'Malley, did you see the pictures? Holy cow. That thing is fancy. That's a little out of my tax bracket there. That's a little out of the budget. I see that C-17 now coming in from Okinawa. Looks like it's going to go 8 left. It's down to, oh yeah, it's down to 4,000 feet. So hopefully it'll go 8 left. Yeah, Gabriel, it's supposed to be here at 9:03. So I tell you, seeing that on Jet Tip this morning, I woke up, literally the first thing I do is I check the weather and I check Jet Tip. Those are the first things I do when I wake up for a show. Oh, now he is moving. What is he doing? I don't know what he's doing out there. That C-17 is all over the place. Anyway, the first 2 things I do is I check the weather, and then I check Jet Tip. And then I'll check and see if we're in reverse ops or not. But second thing I do every morning, check Jet Tip. And when I saw that, that was better than a monster to wake me up. Holy cow, I was up and moving as soon as I saw that. Thanks, David. Let's see. There's a lot of activity around this out. Let's see what the departure says. See if we can see this on the departure. Let's see. 777, Jetstar. Jetstar is 8:30. That's interesting. UPS 9:06 to Sydney. Zip Air 9:20. Ah, there we go. 9:30 Atlas, and then we have both of these are listed for 9:30. The one on the left is 5Y7550. It's scheduled for 9:30, and then the one that just came in is QF7550. It's scheduled for 9:35. So So hopefully we'll catch both of those. That would be fun. Both of those at the end of the show. This one here is Hawaiian Flight 10. This is the Dreamliner. This is the third Dreamliner in Hawaii's fleet. This is brand new, just got delivered a couple weeks ago. Oh, thanks, Plane Crazy Mikey. I think I see it out there. I think it just is peeking through the clouds, so we'll get it here in just a second, that C-17. But this is N782HA. The first one that was delivered was 781HA. The second that was delivered was 780HA. That'll most likely 99% chance that it's going to head out to the reef runway, so we'll catch that. We'll catch its departure in just a little bit. We're going to come over and see if we can see that. Oh, look at this. Well, how about that? I didn't see that on flight radar, but let's flip over to... Oh, it's not even on there. It's just showing up as a dot. So we had a couple of military planes going, a KC-130 and a C-17. One going out, one coming in. Yeah, David, I was looking at that on my phone. It looks crazy. that Dreamliner is in front of this one, so it's going to head out to the reef runway. So we'll have a 2 out there to watch for. I'd like to thank Brian S. I don't know if he wants his last name put out there, but Brian S. sent a $20 donation through PayPal. Thank you very much, Brian. Unfortunately, I can't put the PayPal donations on the screen. I do apologize about that. I'm working on a way to do it. My old encoder, I figured it out just in time to switch to a new encoder. So I haven't figured it out on the new encoder yet, but we'll get there. But I do appreciate it, Brian. Thank you very much. I'm keeping an eye out for that 130, but it's disappeared off both apps now, so I can't see it. It's in front of the Dreamliner, so the Dreamliner is almost down there. I think it just got its clearance. I couldn't hear it over that truck, but it should be. This view right here, if you're not familiar with the show, we're kind of looking down Lagoon Drive, which is the street that takes you all the way. It dead ends in a general aviation parking lot that's very close to 8 right. So we usually do either our show here or in the parking lot. So one of the ends of Lagoon Drive, Lagoon Mackay or Lagoon Mauka, as I call them. Alright, so we're going to have to pick here in a second if this 130 doesn't move, because we have the Super on final. Oh, wait, here it is. Okay, we'll take this for a second, and then we'll flip over and get the Super. We're going to take the Dreamliner for just a second. We'll come back. This is the brand new Hawaiian Dreamliner. This is still has that new plane smell. It's heading off to LA with the Extra X. Back and catch the side of the A380 here. So if you're not unfamiliar, this is all Nippon Airways A380, nicknamed the Flying Honu. Honu is Hawaiian for sea turtle. So if you'll notice, it has a sea turtle livery. There's 3 on it. There's the mother and the 2 kids in the back there. There's 3 of these. There's this blue one, there's a green one, a sea green one, and then there's an orange one. The sea green one is currently in China for its scheduled maintenance. It'll be back in a few weeks, and then they'll send the orange one off. The orange one already go? I don't remember. They'll send the last one off, and then they'll be back here 2 a day, 7 days a week in June when all the maintenance schedules are complete. Junko, I used to, when the orange one first got here, the orange one was the last one to show up, and it was late by a long time. It sat over there for a long time not coming here. And so when they finally brought the orange one, I was infatuated with it. But now, after seeing them, all 3 of them, I really like this blue one. I think it looks really sharp. Yes, okay, thanks, Fast Eddie. I was having a little senior moment there for a second. As I said earlier in the program, I had the memory of a goldfish, so. We have a Southwest going out on the reef runner. Let's come over and take that for a second. Southwest is going inner island, but I don't know where. It's going off to Kona. We have a United 757 down on the reef runway, so we're going to wait for that to start rolling and we'll come get it. It's heading off to LA with the Extra X. We'll show you the A380 while we're waiting on that one. Oh no, we do have another 757. Let's take the other 757 coming in. So we have a Asia Pacific 757, so we can watch a 757 while we're waiting on a different 757. How about that? This one's coming in from Guam. Okay, we go from one 757 to another. So we've been on for about an hour and a half, and I don't think I've ever introduced myself. So if you're new here, welcome. If you've been here 100 times, also welcome. My name is Patrick. The channel is Reverse Ops. We're an aviation and Pop-Tart channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Our home airport is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. That's where we're at right now. It is located 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu on the south shore of the island of Oahu. On the eastern end of the Hawaii archipelago, somewhere in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. 6 hours from just about anywhere. We do 3 shows a week here, usually Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Tuesday and Thursday are a little shorter because I have to get to my day job. Saturday we go a little longer. We try to stay till the departure of the first A380. Those Saturday shows are kind of fun because we usually move locations mid-show. We'll drive down to the other end. We'll start right here to watch their arrival, and then we'll drive down to the other end to catch their departures up close. So if you're not doing anything on Saturday, tune us in. If you have your other favorite plane spotting channel, you can actually watch 2 at the same time. The old split screen effect. If you'd like to help out the channel, we're about to cross 15,000 subscribers. There's a bunch of free ways you can help. We're gonna, like I said, you can hit subscribe, help us get to that 15,000. You can hit the like button just underneath your video. You can share the stream with your friends and neighbors. And a little lesser known way to help out the channel on the replays is to come back after the video's over and leave a comment on the replay. It really helps that replay number. So if you'll notice in the chat, a bunch of people have green names with a little badge next to them. Those are people who went the extra step and helped the channel financially. So if you'd like to join them, there's a join button underneath the video somewhere. We have 4 membership levels starting at just $1.99 a month. Get you access to all the emojis and stuff. Each level has a different set of benefits to it, starting with the emojis and members only streams and things like that, all the way up to the 787 level that has a discount at our merch shop. That's right, we do have a merch shop. Our merch shop is at reverseopsshop.com. T-shirts, hats, hoodies, tank tops, Razorback shirts for the ladies and guys. If you want to wear a Razorback shirt, I'm not here to judge. My favorite 2 shirts are right there in the center. The blue one is the 4 is greater than 2 and 3 is greater than 4. Roughly translates into a quad jet is greater than a twin jet, and a tri-jet is greater than a quad jet. Call that reverse ops math. One below it says, "I'm just here for the Pop-Tarts." So that pretty much sums up me in general. But anyway, you'd like to help out the channel, I would really appreciate it. This is kind of like PBS. It's 100% member funded, so we really do count on the support of all the viewers. So thank you for listening to my shameless self-promotion. Get back to the planes now. The next departure is a Hawaiian. It's heading off to Lehue. It's right over here. So this United here lists that is going to SFO. It came off the hard ramp, so I don't know if there's any people on it. Well, there's pilots on them, you know, co-pilots and stuff. I don't know if there's any passengers on it because it came off the hard ramp over here. But it is listed as heading off to SFO. Alright, so the next one going out to Southwest on the reef runway, it's heading off to San Diego. You'll notice how low this rotation is on this one. Morning. Hang out here for that Southwest. So our good friend Kelvin Higa, local plane spotter here, says, "Hi Patrick, you know if ladders are allowed down at Lagoon Drive?" I was hoping you can see those new fence standing on a yellow column. Hope you don't need to improvise on your K-truck setup. Thanks for the show. Ladders are permitted. I don't know how crazy they'll let you get with them. I've seen, like, in the UK, some people use these, like, 10-foot ladders and stuff. I don't know how crazy they'd let you get with stuff like that. But a 3 or 4 foot step ladder, they have no problem with, as long as you stay away from the fence. You gotta stay 4 feet away from the fence. But, you know, a normal you know, 3 or 4 step ladder. I've done it. I used to do it the whole show off a step ladder back before I bought the K truck. So as long as you stay away from the fence, they're usually pretty good. I don't know what about the K truck I'm gonna have to change. The K truck is great, but it's a little short. It gets me like I'm standing probably 2.5 feet off the ground in the bed right now. So it's a little lower than a normal pickup truck bed. So I'm toying with several ideas of what I'm gonna do. Whether it's just get a higher tripod and stand on a box in the back of the bed, or a PTZ camera that has a remote and stand it up on a tall pole. So I'm toying with ideas of how I want to do it. I don't have any. I want to wait till the fence is completely finished down there before I make any decisions, because I want to, like I said earlier, there are some places closer to the back of the parking lot that, because of the elevation change with the back of the parking lot and the runway, you might be able to see over the fence from the back of the parking lot, but then you're shooting over all the cars. So, but I am going to wait until after all the fence has been put up to make a decision. But thank you very much for the super chat, Kelvin, and I hope I answered your question. What do you guys think of a PTZ? You guys know what a PTZ camera is? Pan, tilt, zoom. It's basically a remote controlled camera. What do you guys think about that? Because right now all my cameras are controlled by, you know, just a regular tripod. Do you think it's cheating if I use a PTZ camera? Not many live streamers use them. Most live streamers just use a regular video tripod. There are a couple people that use them. Only Planes Network out of Australia, they use one. Some of the Japanese streamers use PTZ cameras. If you're asking about the truck, Christine, it's KEI. It's a classification of Japanese truck, so it's a Japanese domestic market truck. So they have a K designation where there's very strict rules on how big the truck can be and how big the motor can be, and they sell them mostly for deliveries and farm work and stuff like that. So they're very small, and you used to get a good tax break on them, I hear, but it's just the size limitation of the truck. Yeah, the one at Heathrow is, and then Kevin's Autumn AI cameras are PTZ cameras. I don't have the budget to go full AI cameras, but I'm thinking of getting a PTZ camera and sticking it up on a pole, and then still running a second camera myself. So it just all depends on the budget and how empty the bank account is. So we're gonna make that decision probably in the next couple of weeks because it looks like they're about halfway done with the fence down there. Yeah, Larry, that's the problem I was actually looking into. The most of the PTZ cameras are not made for what I want to use them for, so the zoom range isn't there and the sensor's not very good. So but I did find a PTZ mount where you can mount. Well, it's not a PTZ mount. It's just a pan tilt mount, but you mount your regular camera on it. So I can mount the camera I'm using now on it, but it's a little clunkier, a little bigger. Christine, I don't know anybody who has one. If I could borrow one, I thought about doing the Amazon borrow thing where you find somebody that has a good return policy and then if it doesn't work, ship it back. I've thought about that, but we'll see. Yeah, he uses two different, maybe it's 4 cameras. Seems like there's 4 cameras when you look at them. 2 for the north and 2 for the south on Kevin's thing off the H Hotel. But they're all run by AI to track the planes. I don't see myself doing that anytime soon. Our good friend Robbie's back, Robbie Wilkins. Says, let me be the first to contribute to the new camera. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It does help. It really does help. Thank you very much, Robbie. Robbie's a huge contributor to the channel. Thank you very much for your donations over the last, what's it been, 6-8 months you've been hanging around? Thank you very much. Maybe even longer than that. I really appreciate it. Oh, yeah, 4 cameras, Brandon. There we go. All right, this is Southwest here. It is coming in from Maui. We have a 321 leaving on the reef runway. It is heading off to Seattle. It's Hawaiian Flight 670. And then it's followed up by the United we saw taxiing earlier heading off to SFO. So we'll get those 2 out on the reef runway here in just a second. We're coming up on 8:30 here, so we're about a half an hour away from that Antonov An-124 that is supposed to show up here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a spreadsheet together and see what's more beneficial. And that's kind of why I want to wait until to make any decision until the fence is all the way up. Because if it involves, you know, raising the camera another 6 inches and standing on an apple box, you know, that would be a good way to go as opposed to buying a whole bunch of new equipment. So we'll have to see how that goes. I think I hear it. There's a Chinook over my right shoulder somewhere. I think I hear it, but I don't see it. I definitely hear it. Where's he at? Okay, he's Honolulu. Oh, there he is. Let's see if I can get him in the shot here. Oh, did I just pull? What's going on here? Oh, there we go. Well, Bummer, I couldn't find him. Bummer. Alright, that United's next anyway, so. Adrian, sometimes it can smell like sulfur, so kind of a rotten egg smell. Usually, by the time the stuff gets here, it doesn't really have to smell it. You just feel it in your throat and your lungs. Adam, so at the other location we stream from, which is down at the end of the road we're on here in the general aviation parking lot, they're raising the fence. So the fence is here. That's about 6 feet with about another foot of barbed wire. That's what the fence is currently down there. They're raising it to 8 feet with about a foot of barbed wire. So it's really going to obstruct the view from where I normally stream from. So we're trying to figure out different ways to get a little higher. So the AN-124 is coming from San Francisco, so it's coming from our northeast of here. It wasn't on any of the apps earlier. except for FlightAware. I don't know if it's made it on all the other apps yet. It's getting very close, though. It might be on all the apps by now. It's on FlightAware by showing us FlightAware as not estimated anymore. So should be somewhere in the northeast of here. There it is. So there's so it is on flight radar now. It's not listed as anything. It tells the type of aircraft, so but it's on flight radar now. This is the Moana 2 livery 330. You can see Moana there on the front. It says Welcome Voyagers, and then we have the Rock / Maui on the back. So we'll keep an eye on that. It's about 25 minutes out or so, according to when it's supposed to be here. Everybody think positive thoughts that the Antonov is going to go east left. Positive thoughts. Yeah, David, that would be I could sell tickets to hell using that. Whoops. All right, that's the time. One time for today that I'm on mute. It happens at least one time a show that I leave myself on mute too long. Yep. Why is doing nothing like that? Alright, so the next one in is a Japan Air coming in from Tokyo. Three Lima Lima 8 right. Why is 3 Lima Lima going 8 right? Who's that? Oh, 3 Lima Lima is a Skyhawk. Oops, sorry. They're gonna put a Skyhawk on 8 right. Long landing approved for that Cessna Skyhawk. Oh, thank God. I was worried there for a minute that they wouldn't be able to do that. Just give them all the room they need. So we're going to pan away from this Japan Air to get this 717 because we have a new 717 member. I'd like to welcome Chris Peacock to the 717 Inter-Island Traveler level. You'll enjoy all the comfort of a 717 just like this one as you zip between the islands. The seats in economy don't recline, but you're never really in the air long enough to notice. Someone will be by with your pog drink soon. Thank you very much, Chris. Welcome to the Reverse Ops Ohana. This is a Hawaiian 330. It's coming in from Kailua Kona. It's a big plane for a short trip. Kailua Kona is only about 110 miles or so from here. I've heard from a couple different people that they have a couple of the 717s in the shop right now. So they're condensing some of those flights into heavies and bringing everybody over at once. So I'm assuming that's one of these because it's a regular flight number. It's this Hawaiian 137. Yeah, Corey, they just got that one back from the paint shop and it's broken already. Oh, Brandon, I did not know that. So this Southwest is coming in from Hilo. We also have a C-17 that was lit up, Manu 1-2, lit up on the Hickam ramp. The next departure off the reef runway is Hawaiian Flight 6. This should be the 330 with the last Hawaiian with the older livery. The one Hawaiian Flight 6 on the reef runway. Jetstar is still sitting there waiting. I don't know what it's waiting for. Our good friend and moderator has dropped a $5 super chat. This is Gilmore releasing a Record Store Day exclusive on Between 2 Points next Saturday, 4,000 copies. Unfortunately, I will be here. It's going to be tough to get those. There's actually 3 Record Store Day releases from Pink Floyd members. There's the Gilmore one. Nick Mason and his Saucer Full of Secrets band is releasing one, and Roger Waters is releasing a is it a sing? I think it's, I can't remember if it's a single or just the live portion from his London shows last year. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get those because unfortunately I'll be right here at the airport on a Saturday. So I know this is gonna sound weird when I say it, but everything, if you look at it, has good points. Some, you know, there's good points to almost anything. You can, if you look hard enough, you can find something good in just about everything. So the one good thing that I found with COVID was Record Store Day went online. So if you're not familiar with Record Store Day, it's a day where artists make special edition records that are only sold in physical record stores. They're usually very limited, hard to get. But traditionally you've had to go to the record store to get them. Well, during COVID, they put it all online. So you could just order it online. So I got a couple that way. I got Mrs. Reverse Ops, a copy of the Foo Fighters covering ABBA. She is real stoked about that. But now that we're out of COVID and all that, we have back to our real in-person record store day. All right, Robbie, that's good news. Oh, speaking of that, right there, what the heck? Right on cue. Might have a few more of those. I see some more dots over there. Very stealthy they are. Me, Aloha Mike? I would never do that. I don't know. I'd like to welcome NRB Photos to the 717 Inter-Island Traveler level. You'll enjoy all the comfort of the 717 as you zip between the Hawaiian Islands. The seats in economy don't recline, but you're never really in the air long enough to notice. Someone will be by with your pog drink soon. Thank you very much and welcome to the Reverse Ops Honu. Yeah, Hungry Ear is my preferred record store. They're about, I don't know, 3 or 4, not even 3 miles behind me. They're right behind me in Kaka'ako. That is my preferred record store. I just heard them talking about Raptor traffic, so we might be getting more Raptors. In fact, we are. There they are right there. There's a bunch of dots over there. Bunch of dots. That's good. All right, the Antonov is running a little slower if the radar can be believed than we initially thought. It was supposed to be here at 9:04. It is a little later than that. It's probably like 20 minutes out now. Still within our time frame. But even if it's not, I'm not leaving here till I see a 124. So if my boss is listening, I might be a little late. Jetstar is sure taking its time out there, isn't it? I've seen them in person up close, Jelly. I've never touched one. They always have them behind a rope when I'm there. Alright, but I'll tell you, if you've never seen the F-22 Raptor demo team, you need to see the F-22 Raptor demo team. It is amazing. In fact, they're coming to Hawaii in August. Oh, I hear something. I hear something. There he is. Is that 5 that's gone out? I think it's 5 now. Oh, Mark, I hope you got to see them. They're awesome. So that Hawaiian Flight 6, it's finally moving off. Finally moving off the taxiway there. It's been held at the end of 8 left for a little, or 8 right for a little while. I think it's coming back to the. I think it's coming back to the terminal. I still think we have some more fighters down there. I heard them. Yeah, that Hawaiian is coming back up the taxiway Juliet, so it's not leaving. Kurt, I show it to be about 12 minutes out, but that really depends on spacing and everything. It is just north of the island of Molokai, probably about 25 miles north of Molokai. Maybe 30 miles north of Molokai, so it's getting close. Oh, Andrew, that's awesome. Alright, Raptors are going next. This is the DHL Singapore Air co-branded 777. Thanks for the kind words, Sean. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I know it's probably getting kind of late there. Oh, it's only 8 o'clock. That's not bad. All right, the next one in is a Japan Air. It's coming in from Tokyo. It's about a minute out. Still keeping an eye on that Antonov. It is getting very close to the Waimanalo coast right now. Hello, Sydney. Just in time. Earl Warren. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, Jolly Roger, you're telling me. Sometimes if you book far enough in advance, you can get a nice deal on a flight, but still the hotels and stuff are crazy. Like I'm going to LA in September, and I got a round trip to LA for I think $350, so that's not too bad. What? Hold on a second. Did we add a new runway? You put 9L. Okay, so it is coming 8 left. Okay, I was gambling on that because there's a bunch of taxiways down there closed. Oh, okay. Let me get a good shot. Yeah. Somewhere close. Alright, cool. Thank you. I was just talking to one of the fellow plane spotters here, Shutter Surprise. You probably heard me mention him before. He was listening to Approach on the ATC, and he says that the Antonov has been cleared for 8 left, so that's good for us. So it is just now crossing over Waimanalo. So hopefully we could see it over our head in just a minute. So I've seen the Antonov An-124 here 3 times before. The 225 was here once a long time ago. There's some interesting video of that on YouTube. I wasn't doing video back then. But I do have some pictures of it the last 2 times it was here. One time I saw it on the hard ramp over here. And one time I saw it depart. The time I saw it depart, I was standing on a ladder. Oh, I see it. I was standing on a ladder on 8 left. I'll finish the story later. It's stuck behind those clouds over there. So I'll finish off the story. I was 11:20. Oh, I can't make it for its departure. Darn it. Yeah, unfortunately, I have a meeting at work that starts at 11 o'clock that I can't make it out here for its departure. Oh well. Thanks, Plane Crazy Mikey. So while we were watching the Antonov, the first of the two Atlases pushed back. If this truck would get out of the way. So while we're waiting for it to go on its downwind and come back around, so I'll finish that story I was telling you a minute ago. So the last time I remember it being here, we were all gathered at the end of the Lagoon Drive in the parking lot by 8 right over there. And I had came over on my lunch from work, so I was dressed in my lunch or my work attire. And I was standing there on a ladder. And it taxis out to the end of 8 right and just sat there at the end of 8 right for 10 minutes, easy 10 minutes. And that whole time, it was pouring down rain. So I'm standing there on a ladder in my work clothes with a tiny umbrella, getting so drenched, waiting for this thing to depart. It finally departed. I got the shot. I think I took a video of it. I got a video of it and a still picture of it. And by the time I got back to my car, I was so drenched, I actually had to drive home and change clothes before I went back to work. That shot is on my Instagram somewhere. Oh, it's not just jeans and a t-shirt. It was nothing thing, but my jeans were completely soaked. I had to go home and change. Luckily, I was able to keep the camera underneath the umbrella, so then I didn't ruin the camera. So I'd like to thank our good friend and moderator, Sydney at 34 left, for 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much, Sydney. That's very kind of you. Looks like Chloe, Ian, Norman, Bajarn, and Aerocentric are the recipients of that. So please join me in thanking Sydney. And Sydney also just bought something from the Reverse Op shop, so double thanks. Alright, so the Antonov has now finished its downwind. It looks like it's going to be second for arrival. We have a Hawaiian coming in from Tokyo ahead of it, and then we should have the Antonov right behind it. The Antonov is about to cross over Koalina, so that puts it about little less than 5 minutes out. $500 million. Ooh. Queen started to take off, to leave, and I didn't even notice. Thanks again, Sydney. Now all we need is a C5 to come out. And we'd have the C5, the Antonov, and the A380, and a Queen all on the airfield at once. Thanks, everyone. Really appreciate that. So we're going to hold on the Queen. We do have that Hawaiian coming in, but we're going to hold on the Queen. And then we'll... The Antonov's over Kapolei right now. So it's... I think I can actually see it. It's so big, I think I can see it even though it's way far away. So there's the Hawaiian. Maybe my eyes were playing tricks on me. There it is. All right, I'm gonna be quiet for a few minutes because I might want to post this later as its own video, and I don't want my commentary over it. Well, that was cool. And then should have the next departure should be a Queen, so we can't get much better than that. We had an Antonov, fighters, and a Queen taxiing out. I'd say that has to be pretty exclusive to here in Hawaii. You don't see that at many other airports. Jolly, I think it's got to be where it's going. If it, someone in the chat said it was heading off to Pago Pago at 11:30, 11:25. So I thought it was just going to be here for a gas and go, but I guess it's got some stuff to pick up or drop off over there. I was really hoping it'd go to the hard ramp so we get a better view of it, but oh well. The plane spotter's up in the parking garage. You got a good view of it as it taxied by, though. Yeah, last time I saw it here, it was on the north hard ramp. So I don't know why they put it over there just for refueling. There's plenty of room now. Okay, thanks. Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay, I see what they're doing. So that is not quite Hickam. That should be the far end of the Aloha Air Cargo ramp, where Aloha Air Cargo and Northern Air Cargo both share a ramp, have a ramp down there. So I believe that's where it is. So it didn't go all the way to Hickam. Those helicopters were both Blackhawks, UH-60Ms. Oh. Went down just at the wrong time. Alright, so the second one over here is pushed back. Let's see if we can get the right camera there. There we go. The second Atlas has pushed back. And we should have the big U coming up pretty soon. So the big U is delayed a little bit. It's supposed to be here, well, it's supposed to be here at 6:30, so it's delayed a lot. But originally we were thinking it was going to come in about 9:45. Now it's not supposed to come till 10. So I don't know if we'll be able to stay for the big U today. Like I said, I do have an important meeting at work I need to get to. So we might call this plane here our last plane. We'll see how fast it gets down there. We do have Zippy crossing 8 left at the end there, so Zippy looks like it'll probably be the next departure. And we do have a UPS that is pushing back, so we'll see. We got about, what time is it now? We got about 12 or 13 more minutes before I actually gotta pull the plug. I kind of have to pull the plug at 10 till today. So I'd like to thank the Antonov for getting here before I had to pull the plug. So I'd like to thank our good friend Roberta Gomes, says hi everybody / reverse ops, for the $20 super chat. And Roberta actually left a super chat a couple shows ago, right at the very end, and I wasn't able to get it on the screen because we were right at the very end. But I do want to thank you for that one as well as this one. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Well, you're very important to me, Brandon, but you can't fire me. The person I'm going to the other meeting with can fire me, so. Not that that's what this meeting is about. I mean, I don't. Alright, so just to give you a little wrap up here, we were waiting on Jetstar, and Jetstar has pushed back to the gates. I don't think we're gonna get Jetstar today. Zippy is on its way. We will not see the A380 departure. That's not till 11:30. The Antonov is here. Like I said, the departure for that's supposed to be 11:25, so I don't think I'll be able to make that. But we're still waiting on a Queen here. And we got Zip Air next for departure. Oh yeah, Plane Crazy Mike. Got one of those Air Transport Internationals up there. Is it moving yet? Looks like it's moving. I can't tell if it's moving or it's just doing the flight radar dance. Sometimes they just spin around in circles. It looks like they're moving. Ah, all right. We got a Queen on the roll. That's good. Yeah, unfortunately, my boss knows me too well. He would know where I was going. So we saw Zippy come in and out today. I like that. Nice quick turnaround. Here's the ATI. It's coming off the Hickam ramp. That Queen over coming out of the UPS ramp should make a right on Delta and then come all the way out so we can see her. They're gonna send her down Bravo, so. Hello, Siki. Good to see you. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. When I woke up this morning and saw it on the app, I was super pumped. Boy, at this rate, holy cow, come on, guys. The other queen that we said we weren't going to be able to wait for is right over my head. I hear it. Oh, there it is. Looking up and I see it, but then I look at the camera screen and I don't see it. I think a C-17 or a tanker just called in 10-mile final. So, Sydney, that's the big U now. We call it the big U for UPS instead of the big Q. I'm trying to get that to catch on. Ken, did they really put speed cameras on the highway? I thought they were just going to be at stoplights and stuff. Oh, okay, that's good. Because they put up red light cameras at a bunch of intersections here, and then all of a sudden those red light cameras became speed cameras. And I was hoping that they didn't put them on the freeway. If I'm gonna get in trouble, at least it's gonna be worth it. All kinds of action. We got fighters coming in. We got Queens going out. We got C-17s coming in. We have a KC-135, it looks like, down the other end of the runway. There we go. We're going to have back-to-back Queen departures on the reef runway. But as soon as this Queen... Oh, we got another C-17. Look at this. Jeez. Alright, I'm going to keep the stream up as long as I can, but I'm going to start packing down some non-essential equipment. We are going to stay for that one Queen, and then we'll see where we're at. But I got to start packing stuff up, like the second camera and the tablets and things. So just bear with me. I won't miss the Queen. Alright. Hang out through the credits. I'm gonna pause them if we get that tanker going, or that C-17. So, but I really would like to thank all the channel members. You guys really make this thing go. You let me put on the type of show that I'd like to put on. Thanks to everyone who gifted memberships and made donations to the channel today via super chats and things. Sorry I closed that tablet down, or else I would read them all to you, but thank you very much. We'll be back here again Saturday. Same Pat time, same Pat channel. I think I restarted the video. This time we'll just let it roll. Thanks everyone. We'll see you next time. Again, Saturday at 7 a.m. I really appreciate you all being here. Oh. Let's see. I pulled up my phone here to make sure I didn't miss anything, and I did. Plane Crazy Mike, thank you very much. Says, thank you, Patrick, great shots. Thank you very much, and thank you for joining today. We'll see you hopefully on Saturday. Take care, everyone. I'd definitely like to thank my mods, Kirsten, Ms. Wolves, Rainbow Love, Sydney, Brad, Josh, and O'Malley, the best mod crew in the business. Alright, it's that time, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you on Saturday. Thanks again. Be safe, be kind, be good to one another. We'll see you next time. Aloha.